Where are you going? You gonna hit that tree?
Trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to be. Oh, we were meant to be. Oh, we were meant to be. Oh, we were meant to be.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be upgrading our stove. So I wouldn't say we are upgrading it because we are renters. We do rent. But our landlord has decided to go ahead and upgrade our stove. We've been having issues with the older stove, with it overheating. It's overheated a couple times and we have to trip the breaker. Had some issues with cooking with it every once in a while. So the landlords, they didn't like the idea of it overheating. So with that much information given to them, they decided that we're going to go ahead and upgrade it. So at some point today, I am to be getting the new stove in, and they're going to take the old stove out. Here she comes, the star of the video. Can you sit up just a little? Oh, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Okay. In today's video, we're getting a new stove and just hanging out for a daddy-daughter's day. So guys, this is the old stove here. It looks like they're pulling in now, but it's time to get a new one. Can you say we getting a new stove? Is it gone? No stove there? Where did it go?
We got to find a new stove in the truck.
In the truck?
Mm-hmm.
You want to go pick out a new stove in the truck? Okay, go pick out a new stove in the truck. We'll take it off in just a second. But this is the new stove. I think they did it probably in less than 20 minutes. Took the old stove out and brought the new one in. Alright guys, the stove is installed. They did a very good job. They did it very quickly. Did it in probably 15, maybe 20 minutes. They had the old one out, the new one in, and like I say, that was very quick. So as soon as the wife gets home, we'll probably film her first reactions. I'm pretty sure she's gonna love this. Going into 9 o'clock, so now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with Serenity as the weather starts warming up. We're at 45 degrees right now. So as the temperatures keep going up, we're gonna probably get outside here.
I found another board.
You found another bird?
Mm-hmm.
That looks like a leaf. Are you sure you didn't find a leaf?
This is a board.
Hey, do you want to get your four-wheeler out?
Yeah.
You want to ride your four-wheeler? That means we got to clean out the shed.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But yeah,
is that the shed? That means Daddy's going to have to clean out the shed. Is it going to be a mess? I see your four-wheeler in there. Are you wanting to ride that four-wheeler? Okay.
So you do without?
Can I what?
That's how you do without?
Can I get your four-wheeler out? Absolutely. So we'll go ahead and get the four-wheeler out here, and it'll give me an excuse to clean up this mess that's in here and get started working towards spring. Is that your own personal camera?
Mm-hmm.
Can you say hi, everyone?
Hi, everyone.
Let me show you how I ride my four-wheeler.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go. Don't hit anything. Are you having fun? Uh-oh. You can't go up into the tree. You can't go into that tree. Reverse. How do you reverse?
Like this?
Show me how you reverse it. How do you go backwards? Do you need to hit one of these buttons to go backwards? Now hit the pedal. Hit the pedal. Hit the pedal. Hit it some more. Okay. Okay, stop. Hit your button. Hit your button. And go forward. Go ahead. Hey, steer, steer. Come towards me. Hit your button. Hey. Hit your button. Can you hit the button? Teaching a 3-year-old how to drive a four-wheeler. Soon to be 3. What you pushing it for? Get back on it. That's too much work. Get back on it. Okay. Hey, that's not how you ride a four-wheeler. That's not how you ride a four-wheeler. Where are you going? You're gonna hit that tree. You better put it in reverse. How do you go backwards? There you go. Hit the pedal. Okay, now where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? Right there? Okay, show me how you get there. You gotta steer it. Show me how you get there. I guess that's one way to do it. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Check it out in a minute. It looks weird, that's for sure. But it fits with the rest of the appliances,
stuff.
actually. It's new, which would be obvious, obviously. It's actually quite similar to what we had. We don't have the warmer in the center.
You'll miss that.
It was okay in some ways. We don't have the convection option in here either. But I never used that. Guess we'll see how it works for tonight. It has the broiler bars underneath, up top, which is a nice feature. And it's brand spanking new, so I can't complain. Well, the other one
It just wasn't a
sort of
functional
had a
one.
drawer. It just wasn't. It was like really broken.
So Mommy's here getting ready to use her new stove for the first time.
Mini cooking video. Well, when the time comes, you can pour it in, okay, darling? New stove. Not sure exactly how this is gonna work, so we'll just give it a go. We're gonna make this spicy, almost like chicken and tortilla lasagna, sort of. So pretty much I'm going to take tortillas. We're going to layer tortillas, and I just use a cake pan because for the 8-inch tortillas, a cake pan works perfectly, like a 9-inch round cake pan. Works perfectly. We'll spray the bottom of that. I've got 1 jalapeno in here, chopped, and I like to keep the seeds in. You can take the seeds and the ribbing out if you want because that's where all the spiciness is, but 1 is just enough, okay, for me and for Phil. He can tolerate 1. He picks around the jalapenos more often than not. Some milk and some chicken stock. We're gonna make a roux, which I think we've made before, with you guys. Not sure, but we'll see. And that's gonna be basically it. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna preheat the oven. I think I gotta figure out how this works. Okay. Okay, there we go. And it says pre. Remember guys, this is a new oven, so new range, new oven, new works, so we are gonna learn as we go here. So I'm gonna take my chicken, and we're basically just gonna butterfly it, and I'll show you what that is. I also don't like fat on my chicken, so that has to go. We take our chicken and we cut it horizontally, and while we're at it, we're gonna salt and pepper our chicken because you must season chicken.
Without the ear.
No, you're not getting back up here, darling. Both sides, because as Emerald Lagasse once said, I don't like one-sided tasting food. And as usual, I chose a cutting board that's too small. All right, so chicken's gonna cook low and slow for a little while. We are gonna cover that because see how it's still pink around the edges? Obviously, we don't want that. We'll cover it and the steam will help cook it. I just want to get it seared nicely because when you cover it and the steam accumulates, you get lots of water and juices. So what I want to do is I'm just kind of waiting and putting that off so that we don't end up with too much. While that's going, this is the pan that I'm going to use to put my tortillas in. I'm just going to spray the bottom of the pan a little bit, okay? Because we're going to layer it with tortilla, chicken, cheese, sauce, repeat. Tortilla, chicken, cheese, sauce, repeat. We might not get many layers in this, folks, because I'm almost out of tortillas. I should have checked that before I came home, but that's okay. Never worry about running out of stuff, folks. Even though I've only got technically 1, 2, 3 tortillas, I can still make this work. See how that's starting to get some color up around here, down the side here, okay? That's good. That's what you want. So now I'm going to cover it, and it's going to get all steamy and hot. And it'll stay that way for a good 5 or 6 minutes. Let's start on our roux for our sauce. Okay? So this is going to be the little pan up here. It's just a saucepan. Okay? And we are going to do the back burner here. I've got 2-3 tablespoons of butter. I'm probably going to put about half of that in.
I got my mailbox.
I see.
Let's only take a picture of it.
Yeah, I can back away from Mommy real quick while she does the butter. Are you trying to be the star of the show? Are you trying to be the star of the show?
Nah.
Now, the key to making a roux, when you make a roux, is you want equal parts butter to flour. I've got just my spoon here. A regular old handy spoon is like equivalent to one of those little pads of butter. You want to cook your butter and your flour together so that you cook the flour taste out of it. You don't want there to be a lot of floury taste in your roux or your sauce. You just want the sauce to thicken. That's all this does. Okay? That's all this process does, is it thickens, will thicken your sauce. Let it sit and cook out for a minute or 2. In the meantime, folks, check out my belly. Oh, we're totes pregnant. We're totes pregnant right now. And to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not eating a lot of meat right now. Like, I can stomach this dish because it's mostly cheese and tortillas and jalapenos, but my stomach is churning just cooking the chicken right now, folks. Okay, see all the liquid that happened come out? Liquid's starting to come out. We're starting to get more color. Okay. Still not burning, not browning very quickly. That's okay. Remember, we're cooking it low and slow. See how it's bubbling up now, folks? Okay, that's good. That's what you want in a nice roux. That means your flour and your butter are cooking out. And it's getting all nice and bubbly. Okay, now I'm going to ditch the spoon. And you want to do your best on an electric stovetop that's flat like this. It's really hard, but you want to do your best to stir and pour at the same time without moving your pan too much. Okay? And as Bob Ross would say, just beat the devil out of it. It's okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the heat up just a bit so we're at full medium now. Okay? And I'm going to add my jalapenos. Come here, seed. I want all the seeds, all of the spiciness, because that's what makes this so amazing. About half a cup of milk, maybe a little over.
I want to do more milk.
Well, Mommy's doing it, okay? So this is going to start coming back up, but it is thickening. I can feel it in my whisk that it's thickening, okay? Now I'm going to add my milk. Again, try to stir without moving your pan too much. And now, we like to season in this house. Always season your stuff. So a little salt. And when I buy chicken stock, I buy the reduced sodium kind of chicken stock because that allows me to add salt as I please. Okay? You're never going to find chicken stock that doesn't have any salt, extra salt added. There's always salt in chicken stock. It's just one of those things. So, I'm going to put that on low, cover it up, and I mean as low as it'll go. I'm going to put that on low, cover it up for a little while, and now we're going to check our chicken. And you can kind of see this chicken might be done. I'm just kind of feeling around with my finger here. Take it off the burner, cover it up, let it sit for a couple of minutes because that chicken's going to reabsorb all of the juices and the moisture that's in that pan, okay? And that's what gives you the tender, juicy kind of chicken. It also helps finish off the cooking process. If there's anything left in there that needs cooked, it'll finish cooking right now without having to be on the heat. Okay, so you just find the thickest part of the chicken, which I'm thinking is going to be around here. And you basically just cut it in half. Cut a chunk. Yep. See how it's all juicy? There's no pink in there whatsoever. Perfectly cooked. Okay. Now what we're going to do, shred chicken. And I just use 2 forks. There's no particular method when it comes to shredding chicken. Actually, the original recipe of this called for chicken in a can. And I am not about that, folks. Alright, so I will see you back after I have shredded all of this chicken. Because this can take a while, depending on how stubborn your chicken is. We're now ready to assemble. So first you got the tortilla in the bottom. Next you're going to layer some sauce. Don't be shy with the sauce. I'm not kidding. It'll absorb most of the sauce. It won't look it right now, but it'll be alright. See how you got all the lovely jalapenos and all the sauce. Yummy, yummy, yummy. This is one of my favorites. Take some of our shredded chicken and just pile it in here. And we're going to make fairly thick layers since we only have a couple of tortillas. Alright? Don't be shy with the cheese. And second tortilla. And that is all there is, folks. All there is. Squish it down. Get the cheese and the sauce and everything to kind of bond together. Okay? See how our sauce kind of thickened up a little bit? It's going to thicken up even more in the oven, which is maintaining a nice 350 degrees. It's not shutting off on me anymore, which I appreciate wholeheartedly. And don't be surprised if your layers aren't perfect. Mine aren't perfect. But I'm still going to eat this. Last layer, I'm going to pour the rest of the sauce over top. Okay, I have all my jalapenos and sauce and cheese on it and things like that. I kept most of the chunky jalapenos actually in between the layers of tortillas. And then you just top it with our remaining cheddar cheese. Yum yums, yum yums, yum yums. How good does that look? Take some foil. We're going to cover it up, and we're going to see how our new oven does. Ooh. And we'll see how this works, okay? Okay, so we're going to cook it for 20 minutes. Ooh. That is gosh darn perfect. It looks kind of sloppy, but you can see there's jalapenos there. There's layers of tortilla, there's cheese, there's chicken in there, okay? I bet if I had some more tortillas, it would layer up a little nicer, But considering what I had to work with, it's pretty good.
Alright guys, thank you for joining us for today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you enjoy... Hey, I'm talking to the camera. I know you're hungry. Why don't you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you in our next video. Bye!